with GUNES, talking about what you got and what you gonna do if somebody try to come to your door, you setting yourself up for failure. You setting yourself up for failure. Because they're going to come and knock on your door just to prove a point. I know somebody have sent them these videos. Somebody done called and got an email address because they have video evidence. And they've recorded you with your pew-pews out. Talking about what you're going to do if they come and knock at your door. So more than likely, because you have already presented yourself as a threat and they have to do their job, they're probably going to come with police escort because you've proven yourself to be a hostile nigga. They might not put that on your file, but that's what they thinking in your head, that you was a hostile nigga. And they're going to come with reinforcements. So the fact that you on here saying what you ain't gonna do, what they can't do, no, they're not gonna write that down in his file, but they're gonna have a mental note that's a hostile nigga. Either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. Because there was a soft-spoken white man that was on the phone last night. So if he the one that go out there because he the one that got the call, you in Milwaukee against a soft-spoken white man that works for the state? Oh, baby, it's done. Yes, I'm talking about James, Miss Nitra. Oh, baby, it's a done deal. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down? The choice is yours. But somebody is coming to your house and they gonna knock on your door and they not coming to suck your balls. Now that might happen once they tell you to put your hands behind your back and you get to the jailhouse. Then you might can make them arrangements. But the ones that's initially coming, they're not coming to suck your doodle balls. That's not on their itinerary. You homeschool and you have no record of any documentation of what grade they in, what curriculum you're using, what books they're going by, what's their course of study. You have none of that for them to be tested and say, okay, we're going to give you your high school diploma and you can go on to college if you would like. You have no records of anything to show that according to your state that these kids are on grade level. You have none. And when they get in there hearing you talking about light skin clothes, baby, it's a wrap. Oh, baby, it's a wrap. Pulling up that sovereign citizenship paper ain't gonna work. Because I bet you ain't even got sovereign citizenship papers on your children. So that means that they don't qualify for them. Right, he gonna be begging for them resources then. What is light skin clothes? You have to ask James. James said he told the little girl not to be wearing light skin clothes when she on her cycle. So I can assume he was trying to say light colored clothes, but he said light skin clothes. I'm just assuming he meant light colored clothes, but he said light skin clothes. Light skinned clothes. I guess like khakis, yeah. So any woman that has a cycle or you've ever had a cycle, like normally you would not wear khaki pants when you're on your cycle, especially the first couple of days, because there is a potential that it may get heavy and you may bleed through your pad, through your tampon, through your underwear, and it'll get on your clothes and show through. Versus if you got on black pants, if you got on brown pants, you're less likely to see if you have an accident. Give me $50. Oh, I need to read that message. Let me get out of here so I can get on Instagram. Okay. So I just talked to my cousin who lives in Milwaukee, who has worked for CPS for 16 years. She said if they come to his house, he can tell them that he is not prepared for a visit, at which point they will set an appointment. If that appointment time comes and he still does not let them in, then they go get the police. Once the police come, CPS is going to tell him, let's have this appointment or the children will be taken and he will be thoroughly investigated. So my cousin just called me back. She spoke to her friend who works at Section 8 in Milwaukee. If the police are called to his home, especially through CPS, they are automatically alerted and he will be losing said Section 8. And if he is a sovereign citizen, he is not supposed to be accepting Section 8 or food stamps or any governmental assistance, not even receiving a Social Security check or check. So he needs to, or any check. So he needs to quit while he's ahead. Yeah, independently up shit creek at this point.
But listen, that's the part that I don't understand. Sovereignty is tied to land. It's tied to, even when you're a diplomat, they come over here and they have embassies over here in our country that's tied to their land. You can't move in them people's stuff and then say I'm sovereign. You living in the government housing. You can't claim that as sovereignty. You can't raise your flag on a Section 8 apartment. How can you claim sovereignty when you're in Section 8? You can't. It's tied to your land. And sovereign immunity don't really exist, because at the end of the day, even if a diplomat do something illegal here, they might not arrest them right on the spot. But what they'll do is they'll even let them go back to their own country and tell their country, hey, you got to extradite them back here. It's not like diplomats ain't came here and got in trouble. So even with like a native person, they come out on the United States land, they commit a crime. The only thing, the government won't rush into their property and go and remove that person, but they will present to the leaders, hey, we have a warrant for this person's arrest because they did X, Y, Z. And to keep the peace, typically they'll hand that person over. Sovereignty is tied to the land that you own, meaning that you basically a little nation inside of a nation. Just like when you guys travel overseas and they tell you, if you ever get in trouble, go to the embassy, and you can go to the embassy and be like, I'm American, open up. And they'll come down and see if you're an American and open up the embassy for you. And when you're on that embassy land, you're technically on the United States soil. So then the locals do nothing to you till they get permission from the United States to do something to you. So what he's saying is he got his own little swat of land, and that's sovereign. But that land belonged to the government because that's the government's property. That's the government's property. That's like I go and take the what's that woman that stand in New York? You know, the Lady Liberty, whatever. What's that chick name? You know what I'm talking about. She got the torch. What's
Statue of
that?
Liberty.
I go stand over there on that and be like, I'm sovereign. I'm raising my flag up on the Statue of Liberty. This is my island. They gonna put my sovereign black ass in jail. Patty, I can't. The fact I'm finna be in the sped classes because I couldn't think of the little lady holding the fire. What the hell is her name? They finna put me in the sped class.
Go ahead and just say meet me. Go ahead and just say
Meet me. Meet me. I'm gonna be. Look, they gonna be paying me cash apps to call myself Short But Shorty.
yep. Yep. But that's all right though.
You know what I'm talking about though. Like I go stand over there on that island, you know, and put a flag, some little random flag, and say I'm sovereign and I'm claiming this as my land. Boy, they finna throw you.
If he go over
Don't
there
open that
waving his
door for them.
doo-doo draws, that's his flag, them doo-doo draws.
He gonna raise them doodle draws. Don't open that door for them folk here. Don't open them doors for that sensibly dressed white lady with her hair in the bun and them flat brown shoes and them two cops with her. Don't open that door and see how fast they put your sovereign black nappy head ass in jail.
Oh,
I'm about to go because I'm finna fart NP on myself. Bye, Petty. I can't do this no more.
baby, they gonna knock that door down and then send the state the bill to repair it. They gonna knock that door down. And then they gonna send the state the bill to repair it. To repair their own shit. Cause the project, the Section 8 is owned by the state. The police gonna send a bill to the state to repair their own shit. Ain't that something? Mm-hmm. They is. What, Mr. Otis? Tell them on Martin, you're going down, boy. You're going down, boy. And then what Mr. Otis said. They don't download the bill to him. No, they're gonna send the bill to the state, baby. Yes, Otis, Mr. Otis on Martin. James, I listen, my mother-in-law say a hard head make a soft ass. And right now, you got a cement block head. You got a cement block head. Now, let me be real. I don't know what's gonna happen to James. There's several different scenarios, but them people is going to come and knock on his door. Now, what happens after that is going to depend on how he receives them. You made me laugh so hard. You're so silly. It depends on how he received them and how he acts towards them. Because if he gives them a hard time, I'm pretty much willing to bet money on it. They're going to give him a hard time. Why do we call him James if his name is Virgil? Maybe he don't like that name. That's why he called himself James. When he introduced himself to people, his name is James. Him and Wynette, they say, baby, they got two old names. That's why I say they might be cousins, because their parents was cousins and they just like old names like that. I'm just saying. So, not James is his sovereign name. Shut up, Polly. But what I'm saying is, if he give them a hard time, they're probably going to give him a hard time. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on, because there's no doubt they coming to his apartment. Yeah, Virgil and Juanette. Saying like they was on the heat of the night, ain't it? We named Virgil Tibbs. Saying like they was come straight off the heat of the night. The grandma is the baby. They coming to his house. There's no doubt about it. They're coming to his house. What happens is going to depend on him. Either he can let them in, and if he's nice to them, they're going to be nice to him. Even if they see something, they can elect to give him a parenting plan, sign him up for classes, agree to come and do weekly visits with the children, and come into the household to check. They can opt to do that if they see that, yeah, you got some problems. There's some issues in the home. Do we necessarily need to take the children out? I can do something else. Versus if you are hostile to them, they can only assume that that's how you act with your children. And if you're hostile to them, just coming, then they're probably going to assume that's how you act with your children.
She's mad obsessed with you at this point. I must say. She's mass reporting. So if Trina's mass reporting, if Trina is now mass reporting me for no reason, so granted, Trina clearly, Trina heard other people being discussed, right? She heard James being discussed.
How do you know it's Trina?
This morning. I let her up. Did I not let her up last night? That's
There's no way to know who is reporting.
Today, she requested to come up, and then he requested at the same time. I had been requesting him for about a half an hour to come up so he could speak and we could hear him. She turns around. She's in my live. 800-something people. Trina's in my live listening. Trina turns around after hearing it and writes me at 1:45 and says, let me go on and show y'all the messages. Trina writes me at 1:45 as I'm speaking on live. I didn't see it because I was on live. When the live ended or was taken down, I see it. So let me show y'all what Trina had wrote me at 1:45. And I don't want anybody to think, oh, this is a joke. That's Trina, right? That says 1:45 p.m., right? That's Trina. She said the backstory. Then she writes, you may want to come here. They're going to keep reporting you. Then the moment that my second page gets blocked, this is what Trina says. You can't tell me it ain't Trina. Can't tell me that Trina's not reporting me. So Trina turned around. She got upset. Long story short, she clearly wanted somebody to just hear her side of the story and move forward. She wrote me talking about you may want to come over here because they're going to keep reporting you. At that point in time, at 1:45, it was a whole 30 minutes later that my live got taken down. So for you to say, oh, they're going to keep reporting you. For you to say they're going to keep reporting you. No, they weren't. That nobody was even reporting me at that time unless it was you. Nobody was even reporting me. Then you turn around and you say, so and my thing is you claim that somebody over there feels so strongly about what James has done that they're reporting anybody that platforms James. Yet you ask me to come on your page and discuss the same thing I'm discussing.
That makes sense now.
I'm on my page discussing James. You don't want me to discuss James on my page, but you're asking that I come to your page to discuss James. I want that to make sense. You do not, I'm on my page talking to James. You don't want me talking to James on my page. You want me to come to your page and talk about James. You claim that there are people on TikTok that feel so strong about James being platformed, they'll block anybody that talks about James. Yet you want me to come on your page and talk about, drop off my page talking about James. Come on your page and talk about James.
From the Keebler elves.
Why? If my platform is just as strong, if not stronger than yours, why the fuck would I need to come to your page for them to hear it. If it can't be discussed on my page, it can't be discussed on your page, right? If your people so stomped down, they would have blocked me for talking about him, and then they would have followed up by blocking you, right? Who would have been requesting to be blocked? Why would you be offering up your page? It's given that you wanted content and got mad another nigga covered the story first.
Yes, that's Talks with Trip. She on IG.
She's so upset she's on a secret account to watch you. Bet. She just noticed she's blocked. Really? We can't hear you. She mad because you picked him over her. I didn't pick anybody. Trina had came up and spoke, but let's keep it a buck. Who the fuck do people want to talk to? Are they interested in talking to Trina, who's been able to openly tell her story? Or are they interested in talking to the nigga who it's all about, who ain't been able to talk on none of the panels? The motherfucker came up the other day and went to go speak, and people keep getting him taken down. You can't hear his side. You can't hear his reasoning. The nigga was free flowing on this other end. Y'all talking about we want to know we want to understand. I personally had not been following James since he had been on TikTok. I know that he's a person that gets on Black Diamond's live, but I don't fucking follow James. I don't know what the fuck James is about. Aside from that video, I can tell you nothing about James. They said James can't read. He got 10 kids. He be treating his woman bad. He treat his kids bad. His woman called his daughter husband. They named off a whole lot of shit that wasn't taking place in that video. And I said, I want to see what the fuck they talking about. I want some answers. Now, yesterday in the midst of interviewing him, the interview came down because y'all reported him. Today, I said, go get him. Soon as I came off of Bella's live and couldn't hear him, I said, go get him. I want to hear what the fuck he's talking about. I want to hear what excuse he got. I want to hear what his reasoning is. The nigga came up and gave 2 reasons yesterday on my live. I want to hear what he's talking about. Let him finish talking. He said, yeah, I'll come up, but I'm not coming on TikTok because the people over there keep reporting. I said, well, come on over to Instagram. He said Facebook. I said, I don't get on Facebook. I said, come on over to Instagram. I play the video. I play it on Instagram. So y'all, people on Instagram are watching it live. Y'all are not on TikTok, so I play it on TikTok for the people to be able to hear it. I leave my live on TikTok running where you can hear it. I allow people to come up and ask questions and hold conversations. Trina had dropped out the box at that point in time because when people was coming up to talk to him, she never requested. She never fucking requested. But you're talking about don't talk about him on your page, but come talk about him on my page. Why would I be giving you traction, bitch? You talk about him on your page and see who the fuck come over there.
What's going on in the comments? What is going on in the comments? Talks with Trip is live on Cut it out. I'ma block both of you. I don't care who it is. Cut it out. No, they arguing amongst themselves in my comment section. It ain't got nothing to do with you, Trip. We was listening to you on IG. No, they arguing amongst themselves in my comment section. It ain't got nothing to do with you, Trip. We was listening to you on IG.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, they arguing amongst themselves in my comment section. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
All right, PettyRo, I got to come off here because I'm getting an echo.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. She found you from another account. Good. Let me know which one. I'm going to block her ass again. She was in the live when you was talking to AK. Trina? Yes. Yes, she was.
So y'all can't be arguing
He
in
was
front of
able to
company.
speak freely with you. Yes, he is off the hook. LOL. He is very much so. James said some extremely wild shit, but I'm trying to hear what the fuck he's stating. Because us not liking him and this nigga being a bad father, y'all claiming a whole lot. I want to hear what the fuck is
Trippy
going on. But man, my thing is,
with
she
3 P's and 3 Y's, I think.
Trina's been in my life the past few days. Every time this James
Trippy with 3 P's and 3 Y's.
Trina was requesting to come up today. And then once I brought James up over here on TikTok before he got blocked, Trina requested James. Trina requested again, like I told her. allowed her to. And I'm not gonna lie or be no fake weird ass bitch. I did not have a problem with this woman before
They
today.
still on strong. I only had to replace that one because it got caught in the
lint
lint trap in the dryer.
I was just as fucking surprised
and
as
I
y'all.
cracked
Hold
it.
on, I just had Trina up on my page.
But they not budging.
Dropped her down and told her to re-request to talk to James. Okay, and then James said he was getting on IG, and then so Trina must have, withdrew her request on TikTok, and then she never requested again. But she sent me messages clearly throughout the live. So I'm confused. I'm very much so confused. When did it turn to Trip as a clout chaser? When you couldn't get the nigga to go on your page and hold a decent conversation? Is that when it turned into Trip as a clout chaser? Because you've been on my page all day. Trina playing these reporting games. That's all she does. Report. She's a fucking weirdo. And that's what I'm talking about. You 29 years old trying to figure out what's going on. Why are you reporting pages? And can't nobody in their mama, if you didn't do it, bitch, you got the plug. I'm going to put it to you like this. This is definitely one of those Monique Tyler Perry situations. What bitch is it? Tyler, am I offending you? No. Have I been hard to work with? No. So can you tell the people? No. Bitch, I ain't done nothing to you. Had you up on my panel. You wanted to talk to him. Allowed you to do so. Never showed biasness. Allowed everybody to speak their turn with him. Asking questions. One girl came up on the panel yesterday. Bitch ain't had not one question for him. She was just going in on James. Allowed her to talk. I ain't letting nobody talk over nobody. I ain't getting nobody interrupted on my panel when they talking. We don't play them kind of games. But you from a different type of caliber or whatever the fuck you boiled from, bitch. Yeah. You can go live on my TikTok page. Send it to me, baby.
I don't know.
Everybody is watching this. And everybody should.
But again, it be people in the comments saying shit.
Okay, yeah, we in Black History.
You don't know who is reporting. But I think just the simple fact that Trina sent her inbox and said, come to my page and talk about it because they gonna report you and take your page down. I can see her logic. Trina messaged her and said, come to my page because they gonna keep reporting you and they gonna take your page down. So then wouldn't they take your page down too? I get what she's saying.
Can I get one?
Get one and get on.
Thank you. Bye. Love you.
And then she said shortly after that, you can get another one, put it in trash and you can get another one. Shortly after that, her page comes down. But my thing is, if they would take my page down for talking about James, why would you offer your page? Wouldn't they do the same thing? So I get what she's saying.
Let me know. You're a weirdo, Mr. Trina.
Oh,
You're a fucking weirdo, Trina boy. Yeah, you're a weirdo. McUgly.
not
Let me start
McUgly.
talking about with your physical appearance, you weird bitch. And I'll tell you this, a lot of people don't believe it. They're going to say, Trip, don't talk about money. So you're a certain type of weird bitch to not be able to provide for your child since you want to play about my page.
Oh,
I
shit.
sure did say it. You're a weird bitch. Imagine bringing somebody into this earth who didn't ask to be here and then failing them as a fucking parent. You on TikTok all day arguing with niggas and shaking ass, but you begging for groceries. You imagine begging a motherfucker for groceries and you got the nerve to be on TikTok shaking ass. Bitch, sound like to me you need to be in a strip club. Imagine getting on TikTok shaking ass for fun, but you asking another grown woman for groceries. Imagine coming on TikTok shaking ass for free, but you asking a nigga to support your tuition. Imagine shaking ass on TikTok and you got all that going on. Celie found you on another account. She's thirsty as fuck. Come on, Celie. Drop her name. I'm going to get that bitch up out of here. Drop her name. Glad you found me, monkey doodle doo. Glad you found me, monkey doodle doo. And I ain't calling you monkey because you black, bitch. I'm calling you monkey because you ugly. Your spirit is ugly, bitch. You ugly and your spirit ugly. Did you hear that? I said you ugly and your spirit ugly, bitch. Did you get that part? That's exactly what I said. I said that whole hideous. Her spirit is ugly. Her mindset is ugly. We clear on that part? Okay. How clear about that are we? We clear on that part? Your mindset is ugly, bitch. You understood? We understood? I want you to hear that part, monkey doodle doo. Your mindset is ugly.
Damn. Got her down. Took her down. Got her again. Damn. What's up, babies? Here. Bite. Bite. No, these ain't Girl Scout cookies. These is Keebler Elf cookies from Walmart. You eating wings? We had wings last night. Baby daddy did hot lemon pepper wings. Now, not thank you. I don't know how she knew it was Trina, but I could see the timing would make it look like it's Trina. I can see that. Well, she was in the middle of talking, so we know it wasn't her. She wasn't just in her live mid-sentence. And then he did fresh cut French fries. Yeah, that bird was a 7. Nah, I'll work on it. But they know Trip mouth is reckless. But if your mouth gonna be that reckless, just be sure. Just be sure. Go to Trina Live. Okay, Trina Dahlia.
You gonna always try to go for that first. You gonna always try to go for that first. You gonna always go for the big dog first. I ain't mad at you. Don't get worried and think don't think we about to beef for none of that. We not. I promise you. Because at this point, baby, I'm convinced that this is for clout. Because you said you ain't never heard of me, and you just sat down and ran down the same shit everybody else been saying for quite some time. Hey, Miss Brenda. You done did your research on
No.
Now, here's the thing. Listen, the colorism, the trans.
Now I will say this. Trina wrong on that. Because just within the last week, we've seen Trina online shaking ass. We've seen Trina have a live. You would only have to go into 2 lives to see everything that she said. We saw Trina shaking ass, putting her ass in the camera on one live. Then on another live, she had a back screen up. And it said she needed money for food. It said she needed money for the car rider line for her little girl. It said she needed money for tuition. Hey, now who is Trina? Oh, baby, that's a loaded question. Trina is a TikToker that they say she be online begging a lot. A lot of people have fell out with her for various reasons. So now she's in another situation about a man that got online and abused his daughter online. And him and Trina are going at it because she says she's going to call CPS. He says she needs CPS called on her because she's always begging online because she don't have the money to take care of her child. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. Yes, Lord of mercy. Exactly. So now they going back and forth. Now somebody just said something about Trina ran down her whole discography. Ain't that the word? And Trina said, well, you must be been looking me up when you would only have to look at 2 of Trina lives in the past week to see everything that she just said. Right? We done seen Trina shaking her ass. We know from her back screen that she put up with her live goal that she needs money for food. She needs money for the car rider thing for her child to go to school. She needs money for tuition. We know all of that because she's told us that in the past week. So you ain't had to been around long to know that, to know any of what she said about Trina. That was about a 3. What watered down like
Who
skin?
couldn't hold a candle. We don't even remember her as Auntie.
Now, Mama
Has she
Todd,
even been on another show?
I have a live goal because time is money. When I could either be working and making money, or I'm gonna be on here entertaining people. So if I get on here entertain, show me some love. TikTok don't pay me like that. I don't have viral videos all the time, so I don't get money off of my videos. So if I'm gonna be on here 2, 3, 4 hours entertaining, if you can pay to go to the movies, then I feel like you can pay for entertainment over here. You pay for cable, you pay for all of that. So I'm asking for some support. Because I could be working at my own business making funds, or I can be on here entertaining y'all. That's what mine is up for. I don't know about nobody else. I can just speak for me. Thank you, Mama Top. Because y'all know I be staying up all night, at night, looking at, oh, thank you. Looking at videos, watching people lives when I'm supposed to be asleep so that I can come and give y'all the rundown the next day. Thank you, Maritza. So, but again, I can only speak for me. Thank you, Mama Todd. Trip back. Is she back on IG or she back on some people like when I yell at people. That is true.
Took it the wrong way.
Some people like when I cuss them out and call them hoes and stuff. They like it.
On Instagram throwing a fit right now.
She back well. Where's she back at?
So all I'm gonna say is thank you. Because while you ran your mouth about Trina, you also made sure that you put them ads in the comments. I literally watched my follower count go.
Well, okay, then why you act like you don't understand that about Diamond then, Trina? Now you just said you're talking shit about me, and every time you talk about me, you put them ads in there, and I watch my following account go up, but you can't understand that about Diamond. I'm finna try to find Trip. Somebody sent. Damn, what account she on? Somebody send me. Okay, I need to follow her. I know you saying IG, but what account? That same account? Okay, I got it. Damn, bitch, she on private. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I just followed her. She ain't followed me back. It's on private. So I guess go back to Trina. Thank you for going. Oh, you're welcome. So I guess y'all want to go back to Trina? Okay, go back to Trina. Okay.
You too kind. You are too kind. Thank you. I don't know if you knew I was on a mission to grow, but baby, I certainly appreciate your services. Free of charge.
Thank you for entertaining. Oh, you're welcome.
I do. Now I'm gonna go spend time with my child who enjoys spending time with her mother. Who will definitely get an attitude if I don't get the fuck off of here and spend some time with her. You know why? Because me and my child are close. Very close. She's not scared of me. She doesn't fear me. She respects me. But But she doesn't fear me. And you know
Coin
what?
cot ended
My aim
yesterday.
was
I mean,
never
ended
for her to
Friday.
fear me. I don't want my child scared of me.
Yes,
Because I'm
thank
not
you.
any danger
Thank you,
to
boss
her.
lady.
The only thing you should fear is danger. I'm not dangerous to my child. So I don't need her to fear me. I do need her to respect me. So that way, when I tell her something,
I don't know.
right?
I'm gonna keep up
Like I've
with
been talking to my child
Jolly
a
Good
lot
Ginger
lately
and Mr.
about
Jones
internet
to
safety.
keep track of coin cot.
I'm good, Miss Jones. How you doing? I've been talking to my baby a lot lately about internet safety. About how easily people that like children can find you. About how you don't have to give out your city and state. I showed her the profiles of the many geotaggers on TikTok, the people who find you from the most random pictures.
That's
That's what
true.
me and mine are talking about now.
That's true.
And you want to know why the conversation is going well?
I don't know, Deshaun.
Not only does my child respect me, but she trusts me. And that's something a lot of y'all, including you, James, are lacking. So when them kids have questions, that's when they start going into the world for answers. Because
That's
they
true.
don't trust you. Because they're
What, this
scared of
background?
you
Nigga, that's
and
me.
your reaction. And how she may be punished for her question. So she go looking for answers in the world. Y'all say what you want to say about me
Oh, who
and
talking?
my
Trina?
finances. It's cute. It's cute. But understand, my child will be there. She
Wait,
will
one
be
more
there
cookie.
for those of you who didn't do what you needed to for your children and left them to be adults to figure
Bud
it out.
stripes.
And my child will be there as the therapist, as the boss, as the advocate, because she already is an advocate for so many. She already stands up for what's right, even at the schoolhouse. So keep focusing on everything but what matters. Please do. Keep focusing
Now, y'all know I'm not
on
dropping
my
no
cash
cookie.
apps.
So y'all can roll on.
Keep doing that. And see where it gets you and yours. Keep doing that. Because while y'all sitting around worried
I
about
don't
what
know
I'm
who she
doing,
talking about.
me and mine over here having real conversations. Mine is
I
receiving
don't know who
real
she talking to.
guidance, real love. So continue. Because the games y'all play on TikTok, stop at TikTok. I'm playing the life game. Y'all playing the internet game.
I'm lost too. I don't know who she talking to.
So we'll see how it goes. And I'm talking to you, James.
Oh,
Miss Tripp ain't important. She just another page trying to get her shit popping with Trina. We used to it. I'm talking to you, James. Y'all couldn't hold a candle to me as a mother. All of y'all money combined. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about the people who got something to say. Couldn't touch me as a mama. You hear me? Mine gonna choose me every time. Voluntarily. With no pushing or provoking. With no prompting. She gonna choose her mama every time.
okay, we can go ahead and turn this
Because
down.
she knows she will be loved.
Now, I don't agree with that. That she trying to get, because if she was trying to get some play off of Trina, then she would have let Trina up before she let James up. Trip page already been popping, because I've been watching Trip long time before she even started coming over here with us. And her page always be jumping. I don't know how many followers she got, but her page always have a couple hundred people in there. When I be in there, when I be bouncing in and out. So I don't know why Trina think that Trip trying to get something off of her when Trip already has a decent audience on a consistent basis. So I don't know. I think people need to stop getting a big head like that. That just because somebody agree with you and they willing to read you for filth, you think they trying to get clicks and views off of your name. Because most of her people probably don't even know who you are. I just don't understand that. I wish people would stop doing that. Because if you were as big as you think you is, then you would be bigger than the person that you talk about. Your engagement would show that. Your content would show that. Your follower supporter count would show that. Like, I think you need to be bigger than the person that you're talking about in order for you to say that they trying to get something off you. But that's just me. That's what I think. Cause if you broke, how you gonna say I'm trying to get money off you? You don't got none. How I'm gonna try to get something from you that you ain't got? I just don't. I don't understand that mind frame. I don't understand that. Right, and she just admitted because Trip called her name, she just watched her following count go up because Trip read her for filth. So who getting what off of who at this point? According to your words, you just got clout off of her because you got X amount new followers. You said you just watched your following shoot up. I don't know. I don't think people really be thinking about what they saying when they say it. This is exhausting. Having to decipher what people is trying to say, trying to understand where they coming from, their point of view, trying to put the shit together and take it down and take it apart and build it up right so people can understand this ignorant ass shit. I feel like Tashi. BRB, I'm tired. BRB, I'm tired. We done been on live 7 days straight. BRB, I'm tired. Okay. How you gonna say I owe y'all this? What I done did to owe y'all any motherfucking thing? Shut up, Tashi. How I owe you something? Right. Mwah. Tired. Yeah, that's what Tasha said. BRB, I'm tired. Not insufficient energy. That's exactly what it is, Mariah. It's insufficient energy. Baby, I'm tired. Okay? Baby, I think I'm going to take a pill at 6 o'clock. 3 a.m. twice. That was not my fault. That was the Moonlight Gatorade. And your friend that you brought over there said that they had receipts and wanted to reach all the way back to the Razor flip phone to try to pull some shit up and didn't have nothing. That's your fault. You the one had that lady up there talking about she had receipts. Okay? Don't whoop me. Whoop your own ass. That lady want to try to reach back into a phone from 1983, talking about she had some receipts. Baby, you knew you didn't have that stuff before you got up there on that live, before you told Kappa that lie that you had some receipts. Why are you streaming? Trina, inserting yourself in is crazy. If you tired, then stop trying to be a blogger. Yolanda, eat my asshole. And those of you that have been here knew that I took a shit a while ago. Eat my asshole. If I want to stream Trina, if I want to stream James, if I want to stream Jesus, guess what? I can do that because I'm grown and I pay this phone bill. Trina is on live because she want to be seen. So, bitch, whoop, there it is. She being seen. Okay? Don't come asking me if I want to insert myself or if I want to double dutch the shit. Then I do that. Who gonna check me, boo? Not Yolanda with no profile picture. With your scary Casper ass. Talking about inserting yourself. Why you inserting yourself? Bitch, because I want to. Anything else? The same reason you crawl your big back ass over here to ask that stupid ass, ignorant ass question. You inserted yourself into PettyRo space. So you sit your beanbag, bobblehead ass head down somewhere and ask yourself that question. Ask it to yourself. Why you inserting yourself? Do that for me. Come back when you got the answer. Dang, that still wasn't no good one. See, you messing with my burps. Why y'all just be making troll pages to do that? 0 followers, following 0. You ain't have to make no fake page to come over here and ask that. What y'all got? Oh, well, y'all tap somebody headphones. That's them. They ought to keep their stuff out the flow. Go ahead, tie it up. You didn't have to do no fake page to come over here and ask no ignorant ass question. You could have did that on your real page. You would have got the same response. You didn't have to do it on no troll page. Trip is on the way on someone else's page. Okay. Why don't you? You're boring on a fake page.
Petty, it's me. It's
Okay.
me. Thank you so much for allowing me up. Trina apparently, I'm gonna post a message. Well, I posted it in my thing. Trina decides apparently she didn't want me hearing James' side of the story. Now, granted, she's made some pretty crazy accusations. Aside from the video that's going around on TikTok, Trina set up and told us that James don't got his kids in school, the kids ain't got no medical care, all this other kind of nonsense, whatever. So I say, you know what? I brought him up yesterday when he was up. He got reported. He dropped. Okay. Now today, when he was on Bella Live, remember people were speaking over him and stuff. I saw that. I said, hey, tell him come up. Tell him to come up. I bring him up. I go to bring James up. Y'all can see. Now somebody reported him. He dropped down. He tells me I'll go on IG. So I pull up my IG. I got IG on one phone, TikTok on another. I was letting people on TikTok come up and talk through the phone, so they could speak to him on IG. So both parties, TikTok and IG, were able to hear it all. Trina had no problem with that. She was sitting in the live, had requested before James came up, requested after James had dropped, and I told her I'm going to IG. Now, when I came back to TikTok to gather requests, Trina wasn't in the box anymore. At 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Trina contacted me through Messenger. I mean, not Messenger, through DM. And she said, you might want to come over here. They're going to keep reporting you. At that point in time, if they were reporting me, my live was not showing effects of it at all. They were showing no effects of me being reported at 1:45 p.m. So she writes that I didn't know that it was written because I was on live. When my live ends, that pops up, and then on my IG, I get a message that slides across and says Trina's on live talking about you. So I'm like, why would I just had this bitch up on my platform? Why would she be up here talking about me? So I said, what's going on? They didn't say anything. Now I go over there. I request this. My page was up. Talks with Trip was up. I was over there. Now I can still type from there, but I don't feel like doing all that typing. I go over there. I go on her page. I request. Trina will not let me up. So I write. She wrote. I said I requested. Her mom said, Trina, you want us to let Trip up? She says no. Don't let her up. So I wrote, what's going on? Because I'm hearing on Instagram that you over here talking about me. Like, what's going on? She talking about, well, I'll tell you what I said. I said these content creators need to stop trying to get clout off every situation and have some morale, because that's what kind of got your page taken down, because we told you anybody to talk about James is going to get reported. I said, so whoever you hang with is strong enough to get anybody on TikTok reported. That platform's James, but you wanted me to leave my live and come to your live and talk about James. So make it make sense. If they all for morale and they don't want James being discussed, then how is it safe to talk about it on your page, but it's not safe to talk about it on my page? Does that make sense to you, Patty?
Okay. But okay. Let's check the wording. Did she say anybody that talk to James?
Anybody that platforms
about James?
She said anybody that platforms James, she said platform specifically, anybody platforms James is getting in trouble. She said, so come over here. But my thing is still, Petty, and I get what you're saying. Maybe she meant don't have him on there. You could talk about him, but don't have him on there. Maybe that is the case, but I still would like to know, if you don't want James being talked about, you don't want him being platformed why is it that you will turn around then? Why do you want it hosted on your live? If it's bad and it's going to get reported, why do you want it hosted on your live? Why wouldn't you just say, hey, you may want to shut this down because this going to get you in trouble, instead of saying, hey, bring it over to my page? Why? So you can get the traction? Because if it's just about not having him platformed and not discussing him, then it shouldn't be on TikTok, period, right? So nobody should be discussing it. Not me taking it from my page, bringing it over to yours. So you can play them games with them other hoes, but you're not going to play them with me. Then she turned around, so she must have got upset about that. She turned around, I'm on IG. When they got shut down on TikTok, that was a shame for TikTok. 800 something people in the live. Some of them were coming up speaking to him. Others just wanted to hear what he had to say about it. But she got it taken down. It comes down, right? So it comes down.
How do you know it was her? That's what we was asking.
I'm getting ready to tell you.
Okay,
because the moment that I went on there and she wouldn't let me come up from my main page, I went to my backup page. She wouldn't let me come up from the backup page. I then went live on Trina and I began to say, I find it very crazy that you're talking about me. I ain't had a motherfucker yet talk about me and won't let me come up. You talking about me. You're trying to put it. You're trying to change the narrative. I tell you what I said, but why are you talking about me and I'm not here? And then when I come here, why are you not letting me up? Well, you claim that whatever you said, whether it be good or bad, I can't tell you what to say as an adult, but why are you not letting anybody come up? You talk shit about me in front of people, but you don't want people to hear my response? That's crazy. I don't give a fuck about her agreeing with me. I can interview who I want to. And if you're making crazy accusations on a nigga, it was more than just what was shown in that video that she spoke on. So you damn straight, I got questions. I want to know. But you upset that people want to hear both sides. I don't know you like I don't know that man. You got about just as many enemies, Trina, as this man. She got about just as many people on there that this man got. Both of them got enemies. I want to hear what the fuck is going on in that man's house. Everything that you said. I'm in this bitch asking questions. Now, because you don't, when anybody is platforming, once again, I had a problem with that. How do I know that she reported my live? Because the moment that my live got shut down, my backup page, the moment my backup page got shut down, the bitch messaged me. Instagram, I'm about to shut out so I can show these people what this woman messaged me. Yeah, let me go show you what the woman messaged me. Let me show you what she messaged me. So I was live at 1:45. I was already live at 1:45, okay? want you to be clear about this. Hold on. Let me do this. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Now, while you looking for that, is people in the comments saying that they were in Trina's
Oh,
live?
I ain't gotta look. Hold on.
Okay.
Boom, there you go. Now, what does that say? That's Trina's page, right? At 1:45 p.m., she was trying to get me to come to her page for the backstory. What that message say?
You may want to come here. They gonna keep reporting.
Now, why would I want to bring it over there if they're going to keep reporting? What's that about? Now, the moment that my backup page came down, this was coming in the moment that my backup page came down.
You can come back. You mad, boo. I know they got you again.
Now, does that sound like somebody that didn't report a motherfucker?
I mean, it looks suspicious.
It looks extreme, especially due to the fact it's coming in the moment that the page is coming down. Now, TikTok may want to play them kind of games with Trina, but I'm not. Trina, you the one. You didn't ask me to come over to your page and host it. Now it gets shut down. And then my thing is, that's fine that it got shut down, but then there are too many odd coincidences. Why is it the moment that it gets shut down, they talk about Trina in the live talking about you, Trip? I go over there, and if you really hadn't been saying shit negative, bitch, why would you not let me up? Why would I request and you leave me sitting down there? You don't want to let nobody up. It probably does take more than one person to report. And it probably is her and her whole clan. Somebody said, why the colorism marks? I called Trina a monkey on my Instagram page. They thought it was because she was dark skinned. It's because Trina got monkey-like features. That's why. And it's a form of disrespect. I'm sure that'll hurt a bitch's feelings. That's why I said it. Hold on. Miss Hillary, aren't you brown skinned? Don't we have a good relationship? Miss Nitra, are you not brown skinned? Do I not speak to you? Petty, am I not kind to you?
You are, but let me explain this because I don't know how long you've been on my platform, but I've had people to call me monkey, and it ain't cool for me. They did it as a sign of disrespect, not because I look like a monkey, neither, because I have no features similar to a monkey. But they said that to be mean and ugly, and people view that as what they call it, the tactics of white supremacy, because that's what white people call us, as a sign of disrespect. So over here, I can't speak for nobody else's platform. But over here, we don't like that because I've experienced that on multiple occasions of people calling me a monkey, and it wasn't because of nothing but I look like no monkey. It was colorism because they think they light skin and I'm dark skin.
And I'm not even light skinned, but I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to disrespect your platform, no, or go there with you, because this is not, it's not about you. Not trying to disrespect you, offend you, whatever.
Well, I mean, I know that I'm not offended by it because number one, you weren't talking about me, but I'm just saying. So if people is coming at you about that, saying that it is colorist, that is why.
But hold on, they said it's definitely colorism. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't follow me then. If y'all feel that way, don't follow me. And let me be quite frank.
And
I
everybody
really
have that right. So y'all, if y'all don't like what she said, if it's colorism to you, if her explanation was not good enough,
then unfollow.
Block her, unfollow her, whatever you feel that's right in your heart, then do that.
Exactly. If you don't like it, unfollow. We don't follow you. So then there shouldn't be an issue, should it? Boom. And like I said, not going to stop talking shit about her just because you don't like what I say about her. I don't like being reported after a bitch asked me to come host on her live. When you asked me to come host on your live, but then turn around and tell me it's something that shouldn't be discussed on TikTok, or no, we don't want to platform him on TikTok. So what were you asking me to do on your page? You don't want to platform him, but you were trying to get in the panel when the nigga was up there. But you don't want to platform him. But I'm just being clear. The same people that claim we don't want to platform him.
That's valid. Yeah, she wanted to be up on your platform while he was there, thus would be putting herself in the line of fire as well.
Exactly. I don't like him. I don't think that's not cool. We don't want to platform him over here. But you're requesting to come up while he's up. You requested before he came up. I brought him up and said, I'm going to drop you because I want to hear what he has to say before I start letting him interact with people. Next thing you know, I told you re-request. You re-requested. You were getting ready to come up in the box. And just yesterday, 2 days ago, when you got into it with him, that was on my platform, right? And you were addressing what he did. You were addressing what he did then. And I'm going to say this as well, Petty, because it needs to be said. She went live last night and she talked about James. All the shit that she's been saying. Her story about him has not changed. I'm not going to lie on her. Her story about him has not changed. All the shit that she's been saying. And do you know what she followed up and said? She said, well, you know what? She said, y'all got the nerve to complain that I be on here begging and I'm on here asking for cash apps. But when he said he was going to get his daughter and to fight court cases with his daughter, y'all gave him all kind of money. I had to stop. Because, see, now it's sounding like you're upset that this motherfucker, as a single black father, was able to get more money brought in than you were able to get as a single black
They've
mother.
been doing that back and forth because he did that exact same thing last night, saying that how y'all gonna give Trina money? Y'all need to give my daughter some money, and then had that little girl to say that she needs some panties and bras. That's
And
why
shoes and socks.
he had his cash app up with $500.
And exactly. But my point is, she turned around. She said, I now granted, he did that. I don't know what time he did that. When I saw her live, it was yesterday. His live, after he got off my live, I didn't see him on TikTok again. But what
Yeah,
I
he
said,
was on live late last night. But my point was just that they both is doing that, saying, well, you gave such and such money, give me some money. No, you gave such and such some money, you give me some money. Both of them is doing that.
and okay. And what I'm saying is, though, and okay, let me ask you this, Petty. As a person from the outside, there's two people beefing. One of them, this motherfucker got a video up of his daughter holding a chair above her head. She's crying, etc., etc. Brought him on my page at one point in time. He said there were two reasons. The live continued to go. Whatever the case was, he got dropped. Today, we're asking questions. He came up in Bella Live trying to say something. They talked over him. We couldn't hear him. I said, come up here. Now, she was cool with speaking. She was cool with speaking on him and speaking to him days ago. Today, she was cool with speaking on him and speaking to him. My point was, she's going very hard. She's talking about, I should have said something months ago, and we may not even be watching this little girl in this situation. We may not even be watching this little girl in this situation. I have not seen what's been going on. I have not been
Right.
following James. Have you ever seen me communicating with James before
I
these
haven't.
past few days? Have
No.
not followed James. James didn't follow me, didn't follow Trina. Trina didn't follow me. For all I know, I've seen both of them in shit on the app. I don't know what the fuck their relationship is with each other. So I'm not taking no one person's word and running with it. I'm not listening to what he say. Oh, I'm running with that. What she say. Oh, okay, I'm running with that. I'm listening to both sides because I don't know neither one of you motherfuckers. I seen the video of what he did. Now, granted, having your child hold a chair above their head will not get them removed from your house with CPS. They're going to need more. Now, you're stating that there's more things that he's done on this app. I go to bring the man up. I say, hey, they say that you're more, but you're receiving financial assistance from the state. Can we discuss that? And now my point is, once again, all of them people that swear up and down, we don't platform him. We don't want to hear this. We don't want to talk about him. But it's 800 plus motherfuckers in the live listening. 4 and 5 of them then came up to speak to him. So for all y'all to claim you don't want him, you don't want him, whatchamacallit, you don't want to hear from him, but you're in his live. But you're in the live listening.
Yeah. Hold on, I got a Cash App message. It says, if you all are not following Petty, please do so today. That's the Cash App message. So if you're not following me, hit the plus symbol up here. Make sure you follow me. Okay, go ahead, Trip.
And they talking about Trip is, never mind. Yeah, all I'm saying is, to me, it doesn't make sense. Let me put it this way, PettyRo. I can have a decent conversation or I can ride the fuck out of somebody. The thing was, my issue was, the last time I had an encounter with Trina, I had brought her up on my panel to speak. I told her, drop down. I'll bring you right back as soon as he's done. When I came back, she was no longer in the box to speak. I go to Instagram, the TikTok live gets shut down. Now all of a sudden I'm getting messages, Trina talking about you. We're talking about me in what kind of way? So you will sit up there and watch till the motherfucker get reported. You will tell somebody, come to your page to bring your page traction, because it's okay as long as your page is getting traction, we can talk about it. Then I hear she over there telling motherfuckers, Trip trying to get views off of me. Bitch, I didn't even know you until 2-3 days ago. Never fucking spoke to you. And to keep it a book, what kind of views am I getting? Because what they say about Trina is Trina wears a bonnet. She eats grapes on camera. She begs for money. She begs for cash apps. She had Diamond go purchase her groceries. I ain't heard a fuck positive thing about you. So what the fuck kind of traction am I going to be getting off of you? I'm begging people to follow me from your page to get what? Because the kind of energy that they have for you, the way that they talk to you over there, everybody that come into your live is talking about, oh, you're still over here begging. Oh, still got that cash app up. Oh, you're still over here asking. Ain't none of them saying positive shit. PettyRo, when you see me on this app, majority of the time, am I hanging in any particular box aside from mine? Majority of the time, I'm going live by myself. I can name on one hand the amount of accounts that I go into. And half of these motherfuckers have come up this week. I don't go in nobody's goddamn live. I be in my live.
Yeah,
I
up,
don't
up
know.
until recent, I hadn't seen you in nobody box until all of this heavy stuff started popping off. I hadn't seen you in nobody else box. I'm just gonna be honest.
Thank you, Petty. And hadn't been. Don't go to nobody box. So the whole getting traction off of you, me and Trina don't even run with the same people on social media. So what am I getting off of you? We don't kick it with the same people. We don't talk to the same people. The problems you have on social media, I don't have on social media. So I'm trying to figure out what are we doing? What is the real issue? But you're reporting somebody, and then, like I said, people can swear up and down she didn't report you. If she didn't, she knew who did, and she encouraged it. Because, bitch, I find it coincidental. I don't take nothing coincidental. I don't think nothing's a mistake. You turned around and messaged me at the exact time that the live was getting shut down. Ain't nobody gonna piss on me and tell me that it's raining. So I don't give a fuck if ain't nobody see the bitch finger move. Maybe the bitch was hitting the report button with her toe. I don't trust her. I don't fuck with her. And she reported me. The fuck? And it's giving you were mad that you were not able to cover that James situation. And it's really ain't shit to cover. Motherfucker talking down on kids. You talking about he done all this shit to kids? You sound crazy for sitting up on panels wanting to discuss it with motherfuckers. Have you called CPS? If everything that you claim you talking about you got backing on, bitch, have you called CPS? Because when I thought a nigga was doing some foul shit to some kids, I called. Yeah. When I thought a nigga was doing some foul shit to some motherfucking kids, I called CPS. Sure did. So I'm trying to figure out all that shit talking that you're doing on social media. Have you called? And then to sit up on her own live and tell people, don't call CPS on me just because I'm asking for financial assistance. Who the fuck says that? You telling the people don't call CPS on you because you're asking for financial assistance. What you're telling the people is you cannot financially support your child, which is CPS will look into that. Do your work. Because you got to there to be over here complaining about, and now she's saying this, now she's saying this. And then, bitch, I blocked you. And you came from another page to watch me. I didn't put my Instagram account on private, and you still in there watching me. Did you had the nerve to speak on me on your page and wouldn't let me up on your page, and you think I'm not going to discuss you? You
Hold
think
on,
I'm
I got another Cash App message. It says, every time James talks, an angel loses its wings. Y'all is ignorant. Go ahead, Trip.
the whole thing for me is though it's weird. Like it's given that you wanted to have the clout. You wish you were Bella's live this morning. You wish you were the live this evening. And granted, I will say this: people say a lot of bad shit. I be stuck in the middle when people say shit about big creators or small creators. I have to agree with both because a lot of you motherfuckers will attach to people with larger numbers just to get a name. Just like when y'all be requesting to come up in the panels and speak on shit that don't be having shit to do with you. You ain't never heard of. You come up in the panel asking a question and then giving your opinion. You ain't got shit to talk about. Y'all be wanting to be motherfucking heard and then say the big creators are using us, and bitch, you using them too, trying to get your motherfucking word out. Okay,
It
now
go
like
both
I
ways.
said,
You right. You
yeah,
right. It go
trying
both
to get their
ways.
word out. They do. They talk about the smaller creators that get disrespected because they do not have larger numbers. People ignore them. They disrespect them. They run over what they saying. They don't want to hear what the fuck they saying. And the larger creators get disrespected. Bitch, if you think a person got 200 followers more than you, you're kissing ass and taking names. Hi, would you like a coffee? Bitch, pipe down because social media ain't never doing that much for you. Okay. And yes, I did say, I said, Trina has the nerve to come on social media, worried about somebody. You got the nerve to report my page. You want it so hard, bitch, that you can talk shit about me and not bring me up. That's disrespect within itself. I don't give a fuck if you ain't never reported my page. You got the nerve to sit up here and disrespect me, talk about me, and then don't want to bring me up. If you as woman as you claim you is, why are we not having a conversation about what you said about me? All I said was, hold on. And I was truthfully shocked. I don't have no reason to lie to nobody on this live. I was shocked in a bitch. Like, hold on, why is this bitch talking about me? I just had the bitch up on the panel so she could talk to James. What's this bitch beef with me? What's this bitch beef with me? Now you over here talking about me, but you're so weird you won't let nobody up after you talked about him. You's a weird bitch behind that. Give a fuck who care about. Let me put it this way. And she want to go tell people, I didn't say, if she mismeant it. Ain't nobody got to come explain nothing to me because we ain't in elementary school. I'm not going off nobody word, intentions, vibes, feelings, but my own. Bitch, how I feel about you can't be changed by nobody but you. And right now, I don't like you. I don't fuck with you. I think you're weird. The fact that you would sit up and block somebody. Yes, I said it, bitch, you're weird. You would sit up here and report somebody. Bitch, and then you got the nerve to be, you're outdone. How you gonna discuss me on your live? Now you outdone that I didn't turned around and brought you in? I didn't turned around and I'm discussing you. You discussed me and I asked to come up. You wouldn't let me come up. So now I'm talking about you. What part don't you get?
Child,
What
it's
part
been
don't you get?
been a
And you're jealous
Sunday.
because the nigga page got views. Because, bitch, if it could have been hosted on your page, you would have done it. The only reason it wouldn't have worked is because the nigga James and you don't respect each other. You motherfuckers will talk over each other all day. Now, I run a platform. I allow you to speak, James to speak, and anybody else to come up and speak. And y'all motherfuckers ain't talking over each other. I bet you it's one of the clearest lives a nigga ever heard. But we got a problem. So my thing is, and then you keep adding on to, oh, you been blocked. And I was talking about you, but I'm not gonna let you up. That's sign 101 of some fraud shit. Cause bitch, if you talking about me, why can't I come up? If I'm talking about somebody, and see, a motherfucker can't never say Trip talked about me and wouldn't let me on her panel, or Trip talked about me and wouldn't and wasn't open to having a conversation with me on TikTok. That's just weird. You are weird, Trina. You are extremely weird, Trina. That is weird. This is not my page, but thank y'all for gifting it. This is not my page, but thank y'all for gifting it.
Cause they sure is, honey.
Yeah, I don't know.
They show you they appreciate the entertainment.
That's completely and utterly weird though. The whole what is your whole get up? You didn't want anybody covering James but you wanted to be the one to put the story out on James. When I went live, you could have went live too. But I tell you this, people are more apt to listen when you're not constantly pausing the live telling them you need 400 for the school, 200 for the this and a couple dollars for the groceries. They like to listen to the live a little better when you're not pausing to tell them what you need every 5 minutes. They're a little more inapt to listening to you.
Miss Hillary, I'll let you up as soon as Trina. I mean, not Trina. Oh Jesus, I'm sorry. As
You
soon
can
as
bring.
Trip is done, then I'll let you up because I want to do it one at a time.
Okay, I was gonna say I can drop if you want to let Hillary up, or you could have let her up while I was up. I don't care.
Okay.
You want me to drop her? Or you bringing her up?
I'll just bring up.
Okay.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I don't know. I know what's kind of going on, but I wanted to just put my 2 cents in about this Queen of the Ape, Trina, that we talking about. This bitch.
Wait a
This
minute.
bitch.
Let's not do that because my people is sensitive to that because of what
Okay.
I have experienced. So
Okay.
let's not do that part.
I'll leave that out. I apologize for you, but let me finish telling you about her. So she tried to shake me down for $100 Cash App. And who do you know that go to Wendy's and try to get a 5 for $5? Ain't got $5 in her Cash App. She on live begging for $5 for somebody to send this thing $5 to get a 5 for $5. It's crazy to me. And it was worth me paying to come in here to let y'all know she's trifling, she ain't got no damn money, and she can't even shake her ass.
Now, Miss Hillary, I told her she could make a few dimes off that. Now you talking about she ain't gonna make nothing. I done told her going to the strip club she can get some real dollars to feed her child. Ain't got to be on the app begging. Cause see, that's all I had stated. And see, my thing is, a lot of people know me on the app for going off and talking shit about people, and I do, and I go in strong on people. But it's normally a motherfucker that's doing something wrong on the app, or you're bothering me. But Trina, I come out a whole nother bag, bitch, when you bothering me. And I ain't bothering you. I was minding my business, giving the people entertainment. You got upset because you couldn't host it on your live. I'm gonna repeat it for the new people in the building. Trina turned around and said, in the middle of my live is up and running. She had requested to come up and speak to James. I let her up. James then came up. I said, right before then, I had been asking for him to come up for a half hour. He got to the page the same time she did. I said, drop Trina, I'll bring you right back up. She spoke to him already the other day on my live. I have her drop, tell her re-request, she does. Now, James gets reported over there, so he has to drop and go to IG. I host the interview on IG, and I got TikTok up. I told everybody else to request. Trina didn't request, but she was in the room. 1:45, Trina sends me a message talking about, they going to keep reporting you over there. Come over here. At that point in time, nobody had reported me to my knowledge. No live was glitching at all. But she wanted me to bring whatever the fuck I had going on my page over to her page. It's so bad to platform James, but yet you wanted to come up on the platform and talk to James. It's so bad to platform James, but yet you're requesting every time he requests, and you want to come up and hold a conversation with him. But it shouldn't be done. But then if it's so bad, why do you want it brought from my page to your page? Bitches sound like you trying to get traction. If it's